Hi YouTube, hope everyone is doing well. I have a very exciting deck profile for you today. One of the Royal Knights himself, this big boy Alphamon, the Alphamon deck profile. I believe Alphamon is a very strong deck in BT13, and it has the ability to beat like every other meta deck, And that's really cool. It has tools to just beat them all. Shine Greymon, Alphamon, Royal Knights, no problem. Alphamon's got you covered. So today I'm going to show off my deck profile. For those of you that watch my profile on Twitch, this one is slightly different. There were some changes made, and I hope you guys enjoy those changes. And if you haven't seen an Alphamon deck profile on Twitch, I hope you enjoy this one. If this video gets, I don't know, 200 likes, we'll leave it tame. 200 likes, I'll upload some gameplay of me playing Alphamon in a match, or a game, or something. I'll figure it out. But 200 likes, get some gameplay. If you guys want it, better like the video and comment. Let me know what you think and subscribe. You turn the notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. I hope you guys enjoy that profile. And the eggs are really simple. We just have the 4 Doraemon, the one that lets you draw a card. Whenever you play it, put something underneath it. That's all it's there for. Once per turn draw is really, really powerful. It is a black deck. It could break. You never know. Now for rookies, we're on 4 Doraemon. When you play it, real top 3, add an X antibody, Digimon, and a Kota to your hand. You never play him though. He's there for you to build in the back as an inheritable. You gain a memory once per turn when you stack a card in the sources. It is there to allow you to make aggressive, cheap plays. That's what it is. We play 4 copies of Rugamon. This is actually like your on-play Digimon rookie. If you need to play a Digimon, it's this one. When you real top 3, you add a X antibody Digimon and a Yuji. Yuji is much more important in this deck now than Kota is. And this just gets you your Yuji, so that's really important. We are on 2 copies of Security Doraemon. I like this card a lot. I'm a big fan of it. If it's in Security, at the end of the battle, you have the top card of your deck. It's a black Digimon. Pay cost of 4 or less, you play it, otherwise it goes to your hand, and then you have Doraemon in your hand. So it's usually just adding 2 cards to your hand, which is really powerful. And if it plays something, I guess as a bonus, but I don't think I've ever played anything with that card's effect. I just add the hand. So that's fine. Good card. And now I am playing 11th Rookie. I'm playing this now because my Twitch chat bullies me a lot. I'm playing 1 copy of Sunrisemon. My Twitch chat does not like that my Alphamon deck usually has no Sunrisemon in it. I think Sunrisemon is completely unnecessary. You can win the game without it. However, I am trying it again, just to appease the masses, And the Security +1 has not won me any games yet. I agree, it has not. I have actually played it and got the piercing value out of it. But does the Security Attack +1 actually win me games? It actually doesn't. And usually it goes to the bottom deck when I play Cool Boy anyway. So I haven't given this card the fair go around yet. 1 copy of it is fine. Now I'm one of the champions and it's pretty straightforward. We're playing 4 copies of Rugamon. It has an opponent's turn effect that while you control another X antibody Digimon, you get, or something in the sources, this Digimon gains blocker, which is cool. It has an all turns +1000 DP effect, which actually matters in this format, so that's pretty strong. And then we're on 4 copies of Dex Doraemon. This card evolves for 3 or for free on your Doraemon. When you evolve, you discard a card, like an X antibody card to gain a memory. And then when you're evolving, if it's on top of the Doraemon, then you get block retaliation. The whole Digimon gains it for the turn. So if you all evolve all the way up to Alphamon, it's an Alphamon with blocker retaliation. That's pretty freaking strong. And that's actually it for the champions. I'm not a fan of the BT13 one. Sure, it costs 4 to play. That's really cool, but you don't need it. Not at all. Alright, so we're moving on to Ultimates, and we're playing 4 copies of the new Doraemon. This card has a 1 Digimon effect that allows you to reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You place a card X antibody into the sources, you bottom deck the rest. And then if you do stack something, the DP can't be reduced. So good against Shine Greymon, and I guess maybe some security control, plays Wyvern's Breath or whatever. Immunity DP reduction is a fine ability. I think what's more important than that part of it is maybe its end of turn inheritable effect when you can attach an X antibody card from your hand to the sources at the end of the turn. You can actually use that with Doraemon if you choke your opponent to 1, attach a source, and then it allows you to become your turn again. I've done that multiple times. It's a very good ability. And yeah, then you can go into Ryukin and then keep the turn again, and then it does crazy things. So Doraemon is really, really good. Then we're playing 2 copies now of Dex Doraemon. I really needed a 7th consistent level 7 And what's better than a cool boy target when you evolve on top of your Doraemon? Yeah, it costs 1 to evolve on your Doraemon, but you get that back with Cool Boy. You discard a card and gain memory, and with a draw, like couple 4. As long as it's on Doraemon. So that's pretty valuable if you ask me. A lot of random level 4 lowers that'll be on the field, and Dex Doraemon just takes care of them for you. Next up, we do 1 copy of the limited Doraemon, because it's at 1. When you're evolving, you stack a source from your hand, and then it's immune to being deleted by card effects or DB reduced. And then the your turn sec +1 is super powerful. It's kind of the reason you don't need Sunrisemon, because you actually have an X antibody searchable version of an S security +1, which Sunrisemon is not, and it's also just there really good. If you draw it, even if it ends up in your trash, you can reattach it later to Alphamon, so it's not a big deal. Once you see your 1 copy, you're good to go. We will move right along then to the Megas. We play 4 copies of Oriumon. It has a neat window drawing effect that says you can pop with play cost 7 or lower by stacking something. It has an ongoing your turn effect once per turn. If you stack something during your turn, doesn't matter how, underneath its sources, it gains immunity to deletion effects, which is really, really, really cool. And plus it doesn't DP, also kind of helps. It has an end of attack ability as well, which is why this card is broken. Actually, the reason we play 4 of it. End of attack once per turn. If this Digimon has Alphamon in its name, unsuspend it. It's there to allow you to swing multiple times, usually for game. You combo with this with Yuji to attack with an Alphamon. If you don't have an Oriumon that's been used, you attach a Yuji, use Yuji to attach this from hand, and then they didn't attack when suspend, and you keep going. Keep in mind that if you have multiples in these in the stack, they both attempt to trigger at the same time, so only 1 would work. You have to stagger them with your Yujis. Alright, then we play 3 copies of Alphamon from BT13. When you evolve it or play it, you attach a source to it from the trash, and then your opponent's level 10 or play cost 10 or higher Digimon cannot attack players. They can attack Digimon, but they can't attack players. Really good ability. As an alternative effect as well, where you can bottom deck a source to prevent it from leaving play once per turn. So Alphamon just sticks around, and that's kind of alright. For the big boss monster himself, 2 copies of Alphamon or Yukin. So it costs 7 to evolve regularly, but if you evolve it on an Alphamon with an Oriumon in the stack, it costs 3 to evolve, which is super, super good. When you evolve, it pops up your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost, pretty good. And it has the end of your turn effect once per turn, where you can bottom deck any number of your sources in order to gain 1 memory back for each. Which is very powerful, because you can just do that up to 7 times and just keep your turn. And then swing multiple times with like Oriumon stacks, and that's how you win games with it. Now, a word of caution I want to provide to you with this card. A lot of people don't realize this, but Alphamon's a really good card because it has the protection to deletion effects, right? Or would be protected by deletion, just freaking save it. This does not carry this over, right? So what I like to do, if I can afford it because of DP thresholds in the meta, if I can just swing with this until it's used up its deletion saving effect, then I evolve onto this, and then I probably win the game. I have won a lot of games without even going into Oryukin because I'm just scared of potential security in some decks. But in some decks, it really doesn't matter. Then you go to Oryukin and you just win the game. So you gotta read the matchups well. If you can afford to go into it, go into it. But if you think there might be something in security that gives your Alphamon a problem, do not evolve. Try to bait it out with the BT13 Alphamon first. And that's it for the Digimon. Then we talk about the Tamers next. We'll talk about the obvious one first. We're playing 4 copies of the coolest of boys. We play 11 rookies in the deck, which you may not have noticed, but Cool Boy effectively acts as our 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th rookie, should we brick. And when you play it, you go top 3 at X Antibody Digimon and X option. All the Digimon in your deck, except Sunrisemon, are X Antibody traits, so you get any of them to your hand. In addition to that, it has the effect that when you evolve, same level, on top of something else, you gain memory draw card. Card is incredibly broken in this deck. It's just crazy. Stupid card. Really, 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 really strong. Then we play 4 copies of Yuji. Yuji is the card that allows you to, when you're attacking, suspend it, put a source underneath your Digimon, which is usually Oriumon, so that you can unsuspend your Alphamon when it's done attacking. That's what the card's really there for. Also has a nice little bonus that if you promote an active Digimon, you gain a memory draw card. So every time you promote, unless it's Sunrisemon again, you gain memory draw card. So that's pretty strong in Tamer, honestly. It's really, 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 really valuable and integral to the strategy and success of this deck. Then we play one copy of Coda. It is a memory tamer and has on reveal on players on reveal to the top 4 and X1 traits to your hand. I can't talk anymore. So yeah, you just play, get the on play, it's done, and then you move on with your life. Alright, options. There's 6 cards left in the deck. We play 4 copies of Kongu. This is the card that makes our Shiny Greymon matchup really good, because it prevents, opponent's Digimon with 7 cost or less to not attack, which is very strong. In addition to that, attack players. In addition to that, they also can't heal. For what that's worth, not a really big deal unless playing against security control, or even still Shiny Greymon. But yeah, Marcuses can't attack if they're under Kongu, which is super powerful, because that's how Shiny Greymon wins the game. Just Kongu them, and they can't win the game, which is good. It also is good against certain decks, like Blue Flare, decks that like to attack with cheap bodies, Crossheart, Hunters to a certain extent. So yeah, Kongu, good card all around. Loud F4, wouldn't change it. We play 1 copy of X Antibody, the option, because it's nice to have it sometimes. Sometimes the security goes to your hand, you lose memory, it's fine. But it is really there for you to just skip a step, you attack, you evolve, and it's really powerful. So yeah, the 1 copy of X Antibody is, it comes up. It's not like an amazing card in the deck, but it does let you get a little bit more aggressive sometimes. Lets you use your memory a little more affordably, while also getting a swing in. Card's pretty good. Last card in the deck goes to 1 copy of Final Zubigon Punch. I like this card more than Sunrisemon. I really do. When you Digimon with 13,000 DP gains reboot and then blocker, and then if it hits it also gets 3,000 DP. If it hits 16,000 DP or more, it also gains reboot and set +1. Zubigon Punch is a card that can just end the game for you, but it's not reliant on Sunrisemon. You have to have Sunrisemon in the stack, right? Zubigon Punch you can just hold on to and wait till the right moment and then fucking smash them in the face. That's what Zubigon Punch does. Now, sometimes you do bottom deck with Cool Boy and whatever, and that's normal, that's fine, not really a big deal. But if it's in security, it goes to your hand, unlike Sunrisemon, it just goes in the trash. I think you guys can tell that I don't like Sunrisemon very much, and I don't think you need it in Alphamon, honestly. I really don't think you do. I've won plenty of matches, without seeing a single Sunrisemon. But Zubigon Punch comes up. I have won games because of Zubigon Punch, because I'm able to willy-nilly activate whenever I want, and it just lets you win a game. So that's pretty strong. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Closing thoughts.
Alrighty, that'll do it. That's Alphamon. Deck's really strong, hard to take out, and can out of nowhere defeat your opponent with a nicely timed Zubigon Punch. Or without it, doesn't even matter too much. I do like the deck a lot. It can definitely do well this format. So give it a try, guys. See what you think. Let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys later. Bye.